What is going on, YouTube? In today's video, I just want to give you guys a general buyer's guide of what you should look for when you guys are going to buy a Tahoe. So if you're in the market for one, pay attention to this video. I'm gonna do the best I can to help you navigate and figure out what it is that you need to look for. This is my 2004 Chevy Tahoe. I already have it running, and this truck is probably the best vehicle that I've owned. And the reason I say that is I can literally do anything I need to do. It's a good daily, it's a good towing vehicle, it's just good all around. It's very comfortable, it's good for road trips. I can go off-road with it if I need to with how I have it set up. And the aftermarket for it is just as good or better than any car that I've owned. So that being said, let's talk about buying one of these and what you need to look out for. So I want to start in the engine bay, which is why I have the hood pop. And there's a few things you need to look out for in here. One of the main things you want to look for in the Tahoe is you want to look at the header bolts, which, I mean, I can go down there, but I don't think you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. But you just want to look off in there and make sure they're all there. The reason I say that is just simply because the header bolts on Tahoes, Silverados, Sierras, Yukons, they're known for rusting and the head's falling off, which leaves a stud stuck in the engine that's not holding the manifold in place. So that's kind of a pain to fix if you buy one of these and have to deal with that. So just check to see if they're there. It's just simple to look. If it's not there, it's not a huge deal breaker. Kind of is, but that's something that is going to take you some time and money to fix. So something to consider. So make sure all of them are there. On mine, they're all there. And another thing you want to check for is you want to make sure this ground strap right here, but you just want to make sure where this bolt is, you want to make sure that thing is connected and not corroding in any way, because if that goes, then you're probably going to lose power. I believe that's one of your main grounds for the engine, but that's not something you want to deal with going out on you. If you lose that, I'm pretty sure you'll lose all power to the engine, or it'll make the Tahoe eventually, or the truck eventually turn off. It's not something you want to have to deal with again, especially if you just bought the truck and that were to somehow find a way to fail on you. Another thing you want to check, just make sure the truck runs. You know, you just want to get in here, look for oil leaks. You want to look at your engine bay, which mine is filthy, but you want to look for stains of oil everywhere. If you see any stains, then more than likely wherever the stains are coming from is probably a gasket that needs to be replaced. So as you can see, I have a little bit of a buildup right here on my engine, which my valve cover gaskets need to be replaced, which is fine. And just check for leaks anywhere else in the engine bay that you can see. Another way to do it is go under the truck. So if you can get under there, if it's too low, get a jack under it. If you had a time, just look under there, or you can just squeeze under there and look under there. But that's a good thing to do, especially so you can get under there and look at the suspension. You can easily tell if your tie rods and your sway bar end link bushings and all of that kind of stuff is in okay condition just by looking at the rubber itself underneath the Tahoe. So it's all visible. You can get under there and look, and that's something to check, because if all of that is bad, then that's going to cost you probably a good $1,500 to replace your whole front end. You know, unless you do it yourself, but from a shop, expect to spend between parts and labor $1,000 and $1,500. So if that's all good, then that's something you don't have to worry about, and that can definitely help you make a decision between which vehicle would be better if you have a few options. So that's one thing I would definitely recommend going under the vehicle. You can check your bushings, you can check for oil leaks, you can see if the transmission is leaking. You just want to make sure your transmission is in good condition. And an upgrade for the transmission is this cooler that I put, which I have a video on that, but that's besides the point as well. Outside of the engine bay and looking under there, you want to look at your tires. You want to make sure your wheels and tires are in decent shape. Mine are. What you want to do next, just simply come in, look at the interior, which I would show you mine, but it is atrocious right now. It's extremely dirty, but look at the windshield. Look for cracks in the windshield. Look at the dash. Make sure your dash isn't cracked. Just simple things like that. That will determine or help you determine if this vehicle has been taken care of. And then you just want to come in. You want to crank the vehicle. You want to make sure the oil pressure is holding steady right below 40 when you crank it. You know, just simple things like that. And then take it on a test drive. You want to go through everything. Make sure the tachometer works. Make sure the speedo works. Make sure all your gauges work, because Tahoes, as they get older, some of these things are known for failing. So that's pretty much a general guide of what to look for. It's not too much outside of what you would look for in a normal vehicle, because these are good vehicles if you find them in good condition. And that's the key. If you're not confident enough to check the vehicle mechanically, then take it to a dealer or a certified Chevy mechanic, or any mechanic can have a pre-sale inspection. In Texas, especially for my people in Texas, we have what's called the lemon law, where I believe you have it's up to 24 to 48 hours to return a vehicle. That gives you the power to go get the car inspected. I would recommend doing that before you pay for it. You know, just go get a pre-sale inspection. And if someone doesn't want to do that, or if it's a hassle for you to take it somewhere else, then bring a mechanic with you. Just pay them to come look at it for you, and that will save you time as well. So that's everything. And again, this is my 2004 Chevy Tahoe that I've had for 2 years, and it's been extremely reliable. Easily the best vehicle that I've owned. You know, all around, I can do whatever I got to do with this vehicle. Yeah, this Tahoe has just been nothing short of amazing to me. It still needs a little bit of works, minor things here and there, but that's gonna do it for this one. I hope y'all enjoyed it. It's just a simple buyer's guide. There's not too much to look out for with Tahoes. You just have to make sure you find one in good condition, and that's the toughest part probably. But the main things you want to look for are transmission. You want to get under there, make sure that's not leaking. You want to look at the header bolts, the grounding little strap right there, and then you just want to look for oil leaks and stuff in general. Test drive it, make sure all of that stuff, make sure it feels fine, make sure all your gauges and stuff work. Outside of that, check your oil, check your fluids. That's just about it. Like I said, Tahoes are great vehicles, and if you need something that's good all around and you find one of these in good condition, it will treat you very well. So I'm not going to keep going on and on and on. That's overall view of this video. If you're new, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and go ahead and comment if I missed anything, because I know I did. I know there's more things to look out for on the Tahoe probably, but that's why we have a comment section down below for my people that do know something, and we can help everyone find the best deal or find out what it is they need to look out for when they buy a Tahoe. So as always, y'all take it easy. Like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already, and I will catch y'all on the next video.